Okay, man, we're going to do a little Chalk Talk review here coming into this week. So let's get started. First off, let's make sure that, you guys are playing games that were really sharp in terms of what we're looking at and how we want to attack. Okay, so let's just put us in the shotgun here and give us F. First off, a couple things. What kind, and you're going up against opponent, like what kind of front do they have? So in a four-man front, we're going to be looking something like this, right? Now that's an even front because both guards are covered, but they could be in an over front, shifted over to the tight end side. They could be in an under front, shifted away from the tight end side. They could even be in a bare front, right? So they could walk up that linebacker here, right, and sort of give us this kind of look where the end slides down, the will comes in, right, and we're sort of like this kind of a deal with Sam and Mike. And let's pull up the full complement here, a couple safeties, right? Okay, so we could get into that kind of a situation. So you want to know what kind of a situation you're coming into when you're getting ready to play. And really what I wanted to do with this meeting here was just get back on the board a little bit and get you thinking about, different fronts and different coverages. So let's get into that. Let's get back to a basic even front, okay? And we'll just go in the basic setup, right? Sam, Mike, and Will. Um, from a standpoint of man versus zone, that's what we're always trying to do, right? We're trying to figure out whether it's man or zone. So man-to-man coverages are man-to-man with 0 guys deep is cover 0. Man-to-man with 1 guy deep is cover 1. And man-to-man with 2 men deep is 2-man, right? Now, when we're talking about the zone stuff, right, that's pretty simple, right? 2, 3, 4, and 6. We've gone over that a whole bunch of times. And really what we're trying to decipher is it man or zone based on the leverage of the corner, right? Is the leverage, is the guy inside? Is he outside? Is he head up? Over here on this side, where's the will, right? If he's in the box, are we getting man to man from depth here? If he is not in the box, right, and he's hedging out a little bit, maybe we're in that kind of a situation where it's apex, right? Or if it's man, he's going to be inside eye, right? So those are the positions that will tell us a little bit about what the coverage is going to be. Okay, so let's drop some of these coverages and get ourselves thinking about winning games this week. Number one, if we're in zone and we get the safeties getting wide, right, that tells us that the corners roll up, right, and our outside, that's cover 2. All right, zone cover 2. The Mike will try to get depth and try to discourage the seam post throw. Okay, and so let's back out of that. We can also definitely get, let's put the will back here, rotation, right? So you can rotate here, right, and then play cover 3, right? And you can rotate lots of different ways. This has to be strong rotation. Because the safety is going to the strong side, but we can get weak rotation, you can get corner rotation, you can get rotation into the box with a buzz from the linebacker. All that stuff's possible. It's still cover 3, and we want to attack that way. Okay, and so let's look at cover 4. The cover 4 would be the safeties stay narrow, right? They stay narrow, and that tells us that the corners, regardless of how close the corners are, they have deep responsibility, right? That's important for you to understand, right? And then quarter, half is when they're going to roll up a cover 2 side and then play cover 4 to the field, or vice versa, right? So, they could roll up to the field, they could roll up to the, when I say roll up, I mean this corner is going to roll up into the flat, right? So that's what I'm talking about when I say roll up. So that's cover 2 on this side and cover 4 on this side, right? And that's really all the coverages. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of other things they can do. But when, we start to talk about split field coverage, let's get into that special case of, what happens when we run into a split field coverage team. So let me get rid of this And we'll talk real quick about split field coverage because the nomenclature is different, right? It's different. It's not like the regular bingo on a regular board here, right? So let's say that we're going to get a four-man front. Split field coverage dictates that the read side would be the side where the free safety and the nickel Sam would go. Just for kicks, we'll make this the read side. There's three receivers over there. Free safety, nickel Sam in corner, right? So that's the read side. There's three receivers over here. They designated that as the strong passing side. We have a Mike and a Will. Another nomenclature difference here is this rush guy on the end is the buck. We have a rover safety and a backside corner, right? So that is really important lineup, and they can do different things. Let me just show you what a three-man front would look like here. So again, we'll get back to, I'm going to go to that kind of a front here, a three-man front, and then we have Mike, Will, and then there's that Buck, right? He kind of hangs on the edge. He's rush linebacker. He's opposite of Nickel Sam. Okay, so we have the read side here. We have the away side here. Okay, and what can they do? Why are we doing this, right? Well, they want to be able to split up the coverage into different sides of the field, right? So the first thing that we're going to talk about is when these two players work together in a two read combination. Here's number two. Okay, we call that quarters. All right, quarters. So if two goes out, Nickel Sam takes him. Two goes vertical, free safety takes him, and then Nickel Sam looks to number three. That is quarters, right? And that comes with an MOD on the outside. Okay, MOD meaning man out and deep. So MOD here would mean he's got him everywhere except the shallow cross. He's not taking the shallow cross. Okay. All right. So that's a 2x2 set, right? That's a 2x2 set. So let's say that they're going to play palms. Now palms is between these two guys, and you're going to get a different look. Okay. So here's what it's gonna look like. When you get that palms look for that free safety to be a little wider and look for the corner to be outside. Those are the two indicators. Nickel Sam, is not going to change much in this 2x2, but really what we're doing is there's number two. If number two goes out, corner is going to match him, and then the free safety is going to take him. They're going to switch. Okay, so that's the whole deal. If number two goes vertical, safety's going to take him, and then this reverts to man. Okay, that's the whole deal. And nothing more, nothing special. That's what happens. So you have either these two guys, Nickel Sam and free safety, working on number two, or you have the free safety in the corner working on number two, and that's the whole deal. So let me make this guy into a detached position. Let's put him out here, and let's put our Z on the ball. Okay. So, the reason that teams are in split field coverage is they get a menu of different things that they want to play against different formations. They don't care if we're an empty. They don't care if it's, what the formation is. All they're counting is players. So there's 1 and 2, and he's detached. Okay. So if the corner and the free safety are working against a detached number 2, if the tight end goes out, the corner takes him. If he goes vertical, the free safety takes him. It's the same rules. Okay. It's the same rules. So last thing here in our little review would be trips. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us in trips here. Let's bring the H over, and in some form of trips, right? I mean, just some way, shape, or form. We're in 3x1. Okay, so first thing is let's look at alignment. If a team really likes to work nickel Sam and the free safety, okay, the quarters, right? Look, we call that quarters. In a 2x2, if we're in a 3x1, it reverts to what we refer to as mix, and mix has this X in it, so the this is going to get crossed off, and this is Meg. Okay, so now I have a new number one and a new number two, and now my free safety and nickel Sam are working on him. He goes vertical, free safety takes him, he goes out, nickel Sam takes him, and they switch. That's simple, right? I mean, and I know it sounds simple, and I know when you're looking at it, it's not quite as simple as drawing it up on the board, but we have to understand the principles, right? Okay, so let's back this up and let's get the quarters off the board and talk about what palms would be, right? So if I'm over here and I'm running palms in a 2x2 set, okay, here's what we're getting. I'm getting an outside corner, and let me get this out of the way here. Let's get this guy off. Outside corner, free safety is going to be a little wider, right? So the corner and the free safety are working on number two. Number two goes vertical. Free safety takes them. Number two goes out. Corner takes them, and the free safety switch on X, right? But when I get into a 3x1, okay, palms reverts to solo 3x1. And solo should tell you, hey, we need a backside help, right? This guy is watching number three vertical. Okay. Everything else stays the same. Here's number one, here's number two. If number two goes vertical, he takes him. This guy reverts to man. If we're in a situation where number two goes out, corner takes him, and the free safety switches on to number one. And here, number three, the important thing to know is he's got help on three vertical. So this rover is coming, right? He's got them, right? And they're sort of bracketing here. Nickel Sam is going to carry two. Anything on the outside, right? He's going to jump it and match. But solo really means, hey, we're getting solo on the backside here.